Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really diving headfirst into some core stuff, foundational knowledge.
Yeah, the real basics.
Exactly. We're talking about those essential personal finance recommendations, the ones you hear from, the big names, think CFPB, FDIC, those kinds of organizations, plus respected financial education nonprofits.
Mm-hmm. The reliable sources.
Right. So our mission today is basically to unpack these good practice ideas, turn them into things you can actually use, maybe find a few aha moments along the way.
A shortcut to getting smart with your money.
Hopefully. And maybe have a little fun, too. Keep you listening.
And it's so important to know why these sources are trusted, isn't it?
Good point.
I mean, this isn't just the latest trend you see online. These are principles tested over time, built on real data, real expertise. They're designed for actual financial health, long term, not just fads.
So the building blocks for getting stable, maybe even prospering a bit.
Precisely. Doesn't matter where you are financially right now, starting out, mid-career, planning retirement. These rules apply. They just make the whole journey, smoother.
Okay, so let's dig into the absolute cornerstone then. Creating a budget and, crucially, living within your means.
A big one.
Yeah. And at its heart, it sounds so simple, doesn't it? Don't spend more money than you actually have coming in.
Simple to say.
Right, but actually doing it consistently. That's the challenge for a lot of us. I think I saw something from the CFPB saying, almost 40% of people admit they don't really track their spending regularly.
Wow. Yeah, it's that discipline factor.
Exactly. And the FDIC, they're pretty clear. They advise regularly looking at your income, looking at your expenses.
Making sure you're not spending more than you're earning.
And adjusting if you are. It's about being proactive, not just letting it happen.
What's really fascinating here, I think, isn't just that everyone says this, but the psychological shift it represents.
How so?
Well, you move from just reacting like, where did my money go this month? To being intentional.
Oh, okay.
When you plan it out, you're consciously deciding where each dollar goes. Covering the essentials, rent, bills, whatever, before you think about the fun stuff.
So it's you in control.
Exactly. You're driving.
And that idea of living within your means, it's not just the month-to-month, is it? It's bigger picture choices, too.
Definitely. Avoiding buying, way too much house or car for what you can genuinely afford. It's that kind of basic prudence.
Right. And then there's that sneaky thing, lifestyle creep. That can really mess things up, can't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's subtle.
Explain that a bit. It's like that, the frog in the water analogy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Lifestyle creep is just that tendency, often you don't even notice it for your spending to go up just because your income went up. Instead of saving more or paying down debt faster with that raise, suddenly you're, getting fancier coffee, adding subscriptions, bigger holidays.
So you feel richer, but you're not actually getting ahead.
Exactly. Your spending just expands to fill the space. You're no better off, sometimes even more stretched if something goes wrong.
Just running faster on the same spot. So this brings up a really important question, I think. How do you make budgeting feel less? Well, less like a punishment.
Yeah, that's a huge barrier for people.
How do you make it feel empowering instead of restrictive?
That's a great point. And it is a common misconception. Budgeting, when done right, is actually the opposite of deprivation.
Okay.
It's about gaining control. It's about making your money work for you, aligning your spending with what you actually value, what your goals are.
So thinking about it differently.
Yeah. Imagine sitting down with your budget, not like it's homework, but like it's a strategy session for your life. You're deciding, okay, this much goes towards that down payment goal, this much for the vacation fund, this much for just peace of mind.
You're directing it.
You're directing it. You understand where it's going. You decide its purpose. That feels good. That's empowering. It's choice, not restriction.
Okay, moving on then. This next one feels really critical for just sleeping better at night. Building an emergency fund and saving regularly.
A financial safety net.
Yeah.
Absolutely crucial.
And this is something every reputable source hammers home, right? CFPB, FDIC, banks, educators.
Non-negotiable, really.
The standard advice is usually aiming for, 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up?
That's the common rule of thumb, yeah.
So why is that specific amount, or just having the fund at all, so vital? And maybe for someone starting at zero, what's step one? Because 3-6 months sounds daunting.
It can sound huge, absolutely. But if you think bigger picture, that fund isn't just money. It's psychological relief. It's resilience.
Your airbag, you called it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Life throws stuff at you.
Yeah.
Right? Job loss, medical emergency, car breaks down.
Always the car.
Always seems to be. But with that fund, you're not immediately reaching for high-interest credit cards, or worse, raiding your retirement savings. You have a buffer.
Okay.
So for someone starting from scratch, the most important step is just starting.
Don't get paralyzed by the big number.
Precisely. The CFPB points out that even a small fund provides security. It grows over time. Don't fixate on the 3-6 months right away. Just aim for, say, $500, then $1,000.
Build momentum.
Build momentum. The habit is more important than the initial amount. Just start.
Start small, but start now. Love that. So, practically, how do you make it happen consistently?
Well, the FDIC recommends a brilliant strategy. Pay yourself first.
Ah, yes, heard that one.
Treat your savings like it's a bill, a non-negotiable bill you pay every single month, ideally right when you get paid.
Before you can spend it elsewhere.
Exactly. Set up an automatic transfer, even if it's just $25, $50 a paycheck, straight into a separate savings account.
Set it and forget it.
You got it. And it's amazing how quickly those small amounts add up without you really noticing the pinch. It feels almost like magic.
Yeah, I've seen that work.
And that automation piece is just, it's so powerful for building habits.
Takes the decision out of it each time.
Right. The money's gone, saved. Before you even see it, before you're tempted, it flips the script. You stop trying to save what's left over, which is often nothing, and you prioritize your future self first.
That's a good mindset shift.
It is. Now, many nonprofit counselors suggest aiming for, say, 10% of your income towards savings, maybe working up to 15–20% for longer-term goals like retirement.
But again, the start is key.
But again, the habit is what matters most initially. That regular action, it builds discipline, it builds confidence, not just your bank balance.
Okay, super important stuff. Now let's pivot a bit. Managing your obligations, building trust, paying bills on time, and handling debt wisely.
Yeah, this is all about your financial reputation, really.
And the number one recommendation across the board from consumer agencies like the CFPB, it's simple. Always, always pay your bills by the due date.
Sounds obvious, but
the consequences of not doing it go way beyond just a late fee, right? It dings your credit score,
significant.
which hurts your overall financial health. The CFPB warns it can seriously impact getting credit later. Think loans for a car, a house, even renting an apartment sometimes.
It really is the foundation of your financial trustworthiness.
So what's fascinating there is that dual effect, isn't it? Paying on time isn't just about avoiding bad stuff.
Right, it's actively building good stuff. You're constructing a positive credit history.
Which lenders look at.
Which is literally your reputation to lenders. And a good score can save you thousands, tens of thousands on something like a mortgage over the years. Huge difference.
Just for being organized. So practical tips are key here. Set up reminders on your phone.
Definitely. Or even better, automatic bill pay for regular bills, like utilities or loan payments.
Oh, I rely on that. Saves so much stress. No more midnight panic.
Totally. And with debt, like credit cards or loans, always pay at least the minimum due, on time. That avoids the delinquency hit.
Okay. But beyond just being timely, there's responsible credit card use. The FDIC suggests using them carefully.
And ideally, paying the balance in full each month.
To avoid interest charges completely.
Which can be incredibly high on credit cards. That interest is where things get dangerous.
Right. Which brings us to that idea of good debt versus bad debt. Can you unpack that a little and maybe explain credit utilization?
Sure, yeah. Vital distinction. Good debt is usually seen as debt. That's an investment, something that helps you build wealth or increase your earning potential.
Like a mortgage. Or maybe student loans.
Exactly. A mortgage helps you build home equity. Student loans, ideally, boost your career earnings. Bad debt, though, that's typically high-interest consumer debt.
Credit cards, mostly.
Often, yeah. Or high-interest personal loans used for consumption. It accrues fast, doesn't build assets, and can really eat into your ability to save or invest. It can snowball.
Okay, that makes sense. And utilization.
Right, credit utilization.
Yeah.
It's basically just the percentage of your available credit that you're actually using at any given time.
So if I have a $10,000 limit and a $2,000 balance,
your utilization is 20%. Lenders like to see that number low, generally below 30% is recommended.
why is that?
It suggests you're not maxed out, not overly reliant on borrowing. You're managing credit responsibly. So keeping balances low relative to your limits is huge for your score.
Got it. So borrowing responsibly, managing that utilization, it unlocks future options.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just a quick note, if you are struggling with debt, don't wait. These agencies strongly advise seeking help early. Nonprofit credit counseling agencies can be incredibly helpful. They offer debt management plans. You don't have to go it alone.
That's really important advice. Okay, final section. This is about empowering yourself long-term, staying informed and knowing when to ask for help.
Continuous learning.
Yeah. And the great news is there are just tons of free, reliable resources out there. We mentioned the CFPB, the FDIC. They have websites packed with tools, articles, guides,
Calculators, worksheets.
all sorts of stuff. Like the CFPB's Your Money, Your Goals program or the FDIC's Money Smart curriculum. They're designed to boost financial literacy.
Really no excuse not to look into them.
Right. It's all there.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, financial literacy isn't, a one-and-done thing. It's not a class you take and then you're set for life.
It's ongoing.
It's an ongoing journey.
Yeah.
The financial world changes constantly. New products, new rules, unfortunately, new scams too.
Ah, good point.
So keeping up through trusted websites, maybe books, podcasts like this one, it's crucial. Taking advantage of those free resources is just smart. It's a low-cost investment in yourself that pays off big time.
Totally agree. And if things do get complicated or you feel overwhelmed,
Don't hesitate to get professional advice.
right. But here's a key tip I've learned. Look for a fiduciary financial advisor.
Yes. Important distinction.
Explain that.
A fiduciary is legally obligated to act in your best interest. Not just sell you products that might earn them a bigger commission. It ensures the advice is truly centered on your needs.
Okay, good to know. Now, something else these organizations stress, which we maybe don't think about enough, fraud prevention.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Especially now.
What are the common traps people fall into? How do you protect yourself?
Well, the CFPB and FDIC are always issuing warnings. Phishing is a big on those fake emails or texts trying to get your passwords or account numbers.
Who knows?
Imposter scams, someone calls pretending to be from the IRS or your utility company, demanding immediate payment, often in weird ways like gift cards.
Red flag right there?
Huge red flag. Investment scams promising crazy high returns with no risk. The basic advice is be super cautious with personal info. Use trusted institutions. FDIC-insured banks are key. And remember, legitimate organizations won't pressure you for immediate payment via gift card or wire transfer. They won't threaten you like that.
So stay skeptical.
Stay skeptical. Educate yourself on the tactics. It's about proactively protecting your money, your future, not just managing how you spend it day to day.
Powerful advice. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. If we boil down the essence of all these trusted guidelines, it's really about what? Spending thoughtfully.
Saving consistently.
Planning ahead.
Yeah. And they all work together, don't they? They're interconnected. Do them
Yeah.
together, and you really are building that solid path towards stability, maybe even prosperity.
Right. It's a system.
It is. And remember, personal finance is a journey. Small steps matter. Starting that budget, setting up that one automatic transfer, even just spending 30 minutes exploring one of those free resource websites, it all adds up over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like the FDIC says, just understanding where your money comes in and goes out lets you make changes, lets you handle tough times better.
It's about intention, not perfection.
Exactly. Nobody's perfect with money. The goal is to be intentional. Every single dollar you manage wisely is working for you, building that stronger future.
Well said. So here's a thought to leave you with. What's one small intentional step you can take this week? Maybe it is setting up that transfer. Maybe it's sketching out a basic budget. Maybe it's just bookmarking the CFPB or FDIC website to explore later. What one thing can you do now to apply one of these solid guidelines and start building or strengthening your own financial foundation?
Great question to ponder.
We hope this deep dive gave you some insights and maybe a little nudge to get started.